Hey guys, it's Evan with Evan K Exotic. Happy August 23rd, 2025. Today's video I'm talking about my California king snakes because they hatched. I'm super excited about this. This is the first time I've ever hatched colubrids, ever. First for me. So there's always something new in the hobby and I just want to show you something that's a little different than things you know me for. Basically, guys, the other thing I want to do today is I want to say thank you to a good dear friend of mine, William Arshard. Bill Arshard is a mature gentleman who is a really amazing animal guy. He's just, if you talk to him throughout his life, he's just got some really incredible experience with animals. And I met him like 8 or 10 years ago, and he was talking about he was acquiring these Peruvian BCC, 4 Peruvian BCC, and over the years I've known him and followed him and watched him raise up these snakes to maturity, and he has been incredibly successful breeding them. He had a litter 2 years ago from one of them, and then this year he just had 2 litters out of those 4 animals. So he's got some beautiful BCC, and this weekend is a very snaky weekend for me thanks to Bill Arshard because 2 reasons. One, I got to go and hang out with him this weekend, see all his baby Peruvian BCC. Gorgeous animals, got to play with adults, some of the most incredible, gorgeous true red-tailed bows you'll ever see. I'm trying to get it set up to go over there and get something on camera for you guys over that. But so that's something that you should hear in the future is Bill Arshard, William Arshard, my dear friend. Really awesome guy, really awesome guy. And then the other reason I need to thank Bill Arshard is because the parents of these king snakes I got from him. So this weekend is extra snaky just for him. But anyways, I want to show you what I got here and what I'm going to actually do. Here you see I have some hatching king snakes. Here's the date. They were laid on June 7th, 2025. I put 50 days in there. These actually went wicked late. I think they're at like 78, 79 days. I'm starting to get a little worried, especially because it's my first time. And everybody says that they're supposed to hatch sooner than that, but it looks like I'm getting a pretty decent hatch here. So I'm going to put a tub down here. Because if you know anything about opening a box of baby snakes, it's basically a can of worms. I'm going to reorient my camera so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to pull babies out of the nest, or the egg box, and put them into this little container. So here you go. Let's see if I can get it like that. Tighten that up. Perfect. All right, let's see what we got. Baby boas, what I like to do is get a really deep bin or put them in a bucket as I collect them. So these hatched yesterday or this morning, these 3 right here. Nice gorgeous little high whites. So that, and then let me see what we got going on here. So it's 3. This one's still not ready to come out, and that one was peeking its head out. So I think these 2 are going to hatch over the next couple days, but these are spent eggs. So this is the 4th one that hatched. So here you go. Here's number 4. Guys, I gotta say, these are pretty big. They're like 4 or 5 times as big as a newborn children's python. The eggs aren't much bigger, but these are pretty big. They are looking pretty nice and healthy. I can't really cry about anything. They're looking kind of perfect. So that's good. And these 2, they're poking their heads out. So I don't think that anything's wrong with them, but I think they need an extra day. They're not ready yet. Okay. So this is actually the box where the first one pipped. And just so you know what I did, once I saw the first one pipped, I went and made a tiny little slit in each egg. And that's just to hedge against any of them dying because they couldn't get out. And then, but that box is the one that already had a bunch hatch on. This one, it didn't look like anything was happening this morning. Nothing had come out, and then they exploded. So let's see what we got in here. I saw one that was a little underformed, so we have to be careful of that one. Let's see, where is it? There's the yolk right there. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it just pulled the yolk. That's 5. That one's not fully out of the egg yet, so I'm going to be careful with it. 6. Ooh, see how active they are? 7. Can of worms. See why you want the bucket? 7. This one is a little under. Still got a little bit of yolk attached, but there's 8. So there's 8. Woo! Caught him. But here we go. I put this lid back on this one. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So these all look like they're probably going to hatch. That one's moving, that one's coming out. So I think I'm going to get a good hatch out of this. I'm pretty happy. But yeah, that's what we got going on so far. That one's, I don't know if you can see, but that one's not fully out of the egg yet. So I'm not going to rip it out. Just let it come out. It'll come out on its own in the next couple days. What I'm gonna do with the rest of them is I'm gonna put them in this little container, basically set up like I set up boas. I'm gonna put them back in the incubator. The only reason I even pull them out of here is because separates them from the eggs that are still hatching, and then also this one has air holes in it. That's actually an open question I have is, so hatching boxes, I don't artificially incubate anything really. This is the first time I've ever done it. And they tell you to keep an airtight lid, but then they hatch. And how long do you have before you have to get them out or they suffocate? I don't think that that's a real high risk. I think that snakes are really resistant to hypoxia, but also like once I knew these guys were hatching, I was watching them like every 6 or 8 hours if I could. So a little worried that they're in a sealed container. But this one, transferring then that into this, it's a little sealed container. Putting them on like this. Make sure I don't pinch any heads. And I'm going to put all of this back in the incubator for the next handful of days. But yeah, that'll just let them get nice and solid and just be nice and warm, and then I'll divide them all out. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. It looks like I have 6 more to hatch, and I think I had 14 eggs, so I think I have 8 in here. So far, I'm actually looking like I'm getting a really nice hatch. So I'm really happy with this. There's one in there that's still dragging a little bit of an umbilicus, but they all look really well formed and really well, really actually pretty big. I'm pretty happy with these. So that's my update for the day. Hope that's cool for you. Take care. Bye-bye.